Hey, what's going on, guys? Destructinator here, and today what I have for you guys is another Black Ops 3 video, but this time we're not going to be talking about the gameplay in the background. I believe it's just a Weevil nuclear on Fringe or something like that. Today I wanted to just tell you guys a little bit about what's going on with me and sort of give you a really funny story that happened to me the other day. If you guys remember, a couple years ago there was something called Snowmageddon. I think this year was Snowpocalypse, but Snowmageddon was a couple years ago where it snowed just about this amount as well. We actually lost power for a good week or so. We were staying in a hotel. It was that bad, but fortunately this time we didn't lose power, so it was actually a pretty pleasant experience. Other than all the shoveling I had to do, I mean, I shoveled so much snow. I'm gonna have back problems at the age of 19 because of all the snow I shoveled, but you know, I gotta do it for the greater good so I can get out of my driveway and go to McDonald's. And speaking of McDonald's, that's what the little short story I have for you guys today is about, something that happened just before this weekend actually. So the other day I was gonna hang out with my friend, and he told me that he wanted to come over a little bit later in the afternoon, so he had already eaten lunch, and I did not have any food at the house, so I wanted to go out and get something. Unfortunately, both my parents were out and there were no cars in the garage to go get anything, so I had to walk to the McDonald's that's near my house. It was like, you know, 5-minute walk, so it wasn't too bad. It was just really cold. So I walked to the McDonald's, got a nice little chicken nugget. I got a Big Mac, didn't I? Yeah, I got a Big Mac meal and a McFlurry, even though it was like 20 degrees outside. So I got that and I sat down to eat at McDonald's, and I told my friend, hey, can you pick me up for McDonald's? He said sure, and then I just waited for him there eating. And so while I was waiting there, you know, people came in and went. I was waiting for about 45 minutes, and around like half an hour mark when I was just about finishing my food, this old guy walks in and just sort of sits down and starts looking at me. And at first I think, oh man, that's kind of weird, but then I thought, well, I'm McDonald's, so everything's gonna be kind of weird, so I just sort of ignored it. But I kept, you know, glancing at him in the corner of my eye, and he kept looking at me. You know, I'd watch the TV for a little bit, I'd like look over, he's looking at me. I'd go watch, like, you know, the people making the food, and he'd like look back, he's looking at me. So after a while I started to get really sort of creeped out a little bit, and I asked my friend, like, hey, how long are you gonna be? He said, oh, 15 minutes. And then eventually I had to get up to go to the bathroom. So I walked to the bathroom and I walked past the guy and then come back, and the bathroom was like, I go to the bathroom, you know, come back, and then the guy starts saying something to me, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. He had some sort of accent, he wasn't talking very loudly, so I just sort of smiled and nodded and moved on. So I'm back here sitting, finishing up my fries, you know, watching the TV or whatever, and then this guy comes up to me. He's now gotten out of his seat, he's coming standing next to me, and he asks me if I have a penny. And so at this point I'm like freaking out, and I'm like, I think I have a penny because I got change from the McDonald's, you know, the cashier. So I give him this penny, and he says, no, a pen. And I said, you definitely said penny, here's a penny. And he said, no, I wanted a pen. So I said, no, I don't have a pen, sorry. And then he said, okay, and he walked away, and I thought that was it. I thought I had avoided like a catastrophe, and I thought we were all good. I just had to wait for my friend and get out of there. But then about a minute or two later, he comes back holding a napkin, and I'm thinking, oh my god, what is he about to do? He's about to kidnap me. He's gonna chloroform me with that napkin. But instead of that, he takes the napkin, he puts it in front of me, and there's a phone number on the napkin. He said, this is my phone number. You seem like a nice man, so please call me. And then he just leaves it there and leaves and walks away and goes out of McDonald's. So I don't know what the fuck was happening, what was going through that guy's mind. I'm pretty sure I got hit on by a pedophile, and that was it was a little freaky experience, you know. He didn't do anything, thank god, but it was pretty scary. And I thought, man, is this what girls feel like when they're hit on by like guys that they think are ugly or don't like? And then my friend came and picked me up like 5 minutes later. I told him all about it, and he kind of just laughed at me and thought I was worrying about nothing. But I have never had an old man, hand me their phone number in a McDonald's. So first time for everything, I guess, although frankly I would have been fine if I didn't have a first time for that. So that's the story about how I almost got picked up by a pedophile at McDonald's. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. If you'd like more little sort of just stories, random stuff like this, please be sure to leave a like, leave a comment to let me know. I definitely have a bunch of stuff that I could tell you guys about some crazy things that happened in my life. But hopefully you guys enjoyed again. My name is Destructinator, and I'll see you guys later.